what I wish I knew about mushrooms instead of boring plant facts in school. Let's uncover 10 amazing mushroom secrets. First off, mushrooms are fungi, not plants. Turns out they have more in common with animals. And with over 10,000 known species, from tasty button mushrooms to deadly death caps, there's a lot to explore. Underneath every mushroom is mycelium, an underground network that's like the internet of the forest. Speaking of cool, some mushrooms can glow in the dark, like nature's nightlights. Ever heard of truffles? They're so valuable, people use trained dogs or pigs to find them. And let's talk about magic mushrooms. Psilocybin mushrooms contain compounds that cause hallucinations and are being studied for mental health treatments. Plus, mushrooms are superfoods, low in calories, packed with nutrients. Oh, and watch out for cordyceps, parasitic fungi that turn insects into zombie hosts. Mushrooms have also been used in traditional medicine for centuries, offering benefits from immune boosts to anti-cancer properties. Finally, the world's largest living organism is a honey fungus in Oregon, covering over 2,385 acres. Mushrooms are truly incredible. Like and follow for more nature facts.
You need to hear this if you're a fashion history buff. Ready for some jaw-dropping facts? In the 1990s, oversized clothing and grunge styles took over. And guess what? They're back. Thank Coco Chanel for the timeless little black dress from the 1920s, a must-have in every wardrobe. Paris Fashion Week, one of the big four, showcases iconic brands like Chanel and Dior, solidifying Paris as the fashion capital. But watch out! Fast fashion, although trendy, raises big concerns about sustainability. And did you know high heels were initially worn by men for better grip in stirrups? Denim jeans, created by Jacob Davis and Levi Strauss in 1873, have evolved from workwear to a universal fashion staple. The fashion industry is colossal, contributing trillions to the global economy. As we move towards sustainable fashion, we're focusing on ethical practices and reducing waste. Le Mercure Galant, the first fashion magazine from the 17th century, was an early trendsetter. Remember, fashion is more than clothes. It's a powerful form of self-expression. Like and follow for more fascinating facts.
Am I the only one that didn't know who sparked democratic governments? Meet Cleisthenes, the game changer of ancient Athens. Cleisthenes, an Athenian statesman from the late 6th century BCE, was a powerhouse from the Alcmaeonid family. In 508-507 BCE, he shook things up by introducing demes, local units that shifted power from aristocrats to the people. He established the Council of 500, ensuring fairer representation by having each of the 10 tribes elect 50 members. His brainchild, ostracism, allowed Athenians to vote out overly powerful politicians for 10 years, protecting democratic values. Cleisthenes also played a key role in toppling the tyrant Hippias, aligning with the people to promote democratic reforms. By linking military service to civic duty, he further solidified democracy. His reforms set the stage for Athens' golden age and influenced future leaders like Pericles. Though much about his personal life remains a mystery, Cleisthenes' legacy lives on. Like and follow for daily interesting facts.
I don't think people understand just how wild this story is. A guy actually sold the Eiffel Tower. Meet Victor Lustig, the ultimate con artist. In 1925, this smooth-talking charmer convinced scrap metal dealers the Eiffel Tower was being dismantled. And guess what? He sold it for a hefty sum before fleeing Paris. Lustig even called himself Count to add a sprinkle of sophistication to his scams. No noble title, just pure con. His disguise game was on point, making him a master of deception. But wait, it gets wilder. He once sold a fake money printing machine. Buyers thought they struck gold only to find out it was all a hoax. His scams spanned countries, France, Germany, the US, until he was finally caught in 1935 and sentenced to 20 years at Alcatraz. Even behind bars, he plotted escapes, keeping his legend alive. Victor Lustig died in 1947, his life a testament to audacious cunning. Like and follow for more jaw-dropping tales.
I'm sure you've heard the news. Economics can be mind-boggling, but did you know these crazy facts? Before money, it was all about barter. Imagine trading a basket of apples for a pair of shoes. The first money, like barley and silver, started around 3000 BCE in Mesopotamia. Fast forward to Zimbabwe in the late 2000s, where hyperinflation made people carry wheelbarrows full of cash just to buy bread. Ever heard of economic bubbles? Think tulip mania or the 2000s housing bubble. Prices soared way above value. Now, the law of supply and demand. When demand is high, prices go up and vice versa. Simple, right? GDP measures a country's economy, but it misses things like environmental health. Enter the Human Development Index. Economics isn't all doom and gloom, despite being called the dismal science. Thanks, Thomas Malthus, for the cheery nickname. Adam Smith's invisible hand shows us how self-interest can benefit society. And behavioral economics? It explains why we sometimes make wacky financial choices. Lastly, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are reshaping the economy. Created in 2009, they operate without traditional banks. Mind blown yet? Like and follow for more fascinating facts. If you love history but hate dry lectures, then this one's for you. Let's uncover the world of knights. Knighthood began in the 9th century, rewarding skilled warriors in the feudal system. Knights followed a chivalric code promoting bravery, loyalty, and honor. Training started young. Boys became pages at 7 and squires at 14. By the 14th century, knights wore plate armor and wielded swords, lances, and shields. Jousting showcased their skills in thrilling tournaments. Swearing an oath of fealty was a grand ceremony. Knights often fought in the Crusades, embodying the holy warrior ideal. The Knights Templar, founded in the 12th century, became legendary. The rise of gunpowder ended traditional knighthood by the 15th century, but titles and chivalry live on today. Knighthood is an honor given for significant contributions to society. Like and follow for more fascinating facts. None of your friends know this secret. Let's uncover the truth about MI5 and MI6 in just 60 seconds. MI5 is the UK's domestic counterintelligence and security agency. Think of them as the guardians against terrorism, espionage and subversion within the UK. Founded in 1909, MI5 has a legacy of protecting the homeland, from countering Nazi spies in Wu to tackling modern-day terrorists. They report to the Home Secretary and work closely with the police, but they have no law enforcement powers. Now let's talk about MI6. Also born in 1909, MI6 is the UK's foreign intelligence agency. Their mission, gather intel abroad to safeguard the UK. Known for their covert operations and espionage, MI6 has been crucial in global conflicts and counter-terrorism. They report to the Foreign Secretary and operate strictly outside the UK. So what's the difference? MI5 handles internal threats, while MI6 tackles international ones. They often collaborate, especially on global terror issues. And let's face it, MI6 gets the Hollywood glamour thanks to James Bond. Like and follow for more spy secrets. I bet you didn't know about Russia's most baffling mystery, the Dyatlov Pass incident. In February 1959, 9 Russian hikers led by Igor Dyatlov set out into the Ural Mountains. Their trip turned into a nightmare. Rescuers found their tent slashed open from the inside, belongings abandoned and footprints leading into the snow. The hikers, scattered and dead, some half naked, others with injuries like a car crash but no external wounds. And then the bizarre radioactive clothing and a missing tongue and eyes. Witnesses saw bright orange lights in the sky. Secret military tests, UFOs? Theories abound. The Soviet investigation called it a compelling natural force. Case closed, files classified, but why? Despite a 2019 reopening, the mystery lingers. Avalanche, infrasound panic, no one knows for sure. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of modern history's most haunting, unsolved mysteries. Like and follow for more. If your favourite stories involve daring heists, you're in the right place. Let's dive into the world of infamous robbers. Let's start with Jesse James. An outlaw with a flair for drama, he was seen as a Robin Hood, though he never really gave to the poor. Next up, Bonnie and Clyde. Famous during the Great Depression, they became romanticised figures despite their violent crimes. John Dillinger, a gangster who escaped jail with a wooden gun. Twice. The Great Train robbery of 1963. 15 robbers, £2.6 million stolen, no guns used. Impressive, right? Then there's D.B. Cooper. Hijacked a plane, parachuted out and vanished. Still a mystery. Willie Sutton blended in with disguises and said, because that's where the money is. Patty Hearst, an heiress turned robber, highlighting Stockholm Syndrome. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Fled to South America, their fate uncertain. The Pink Panthers. Jewel thieves with heists straight out of a movie. And Babyface Nelson. More FBI agent deaths than any other criminal. Like and follow for more intriguing stories.
Why do ancient cultures have such fascinating board games? Let's explore the world's oldest board games and their incredible stories. First up, from ancient Egypt, dating back to 3100 BCE, this game symbolized the journey of the soul through the afterlife, using sticks or knuckle bones as dice. Next, we have from Mesopotamia, around 2600 BCE. A race game discovered in royal tombs, it was a favorite among Mesopotamians. Then there's another Egyptian game from 3000 BCE. Named after a snake god, it featured a coiled board and lion-shaped pieces. Don't forget, from Africa, possibly the oldest, with evidence from 600 CE, players move seeds or stones to capture more than their opponent. From China, at least 2500 years older, is known for its deep strategic complexity on a 19x19 grid. Lastly, from Mesopotamia, dating to 3000 BCE, combines skill and luck on a 24-point board. These ancient games have stood the test of time. Like and follow for more board game history.
Why do 40 countries still have monarchies? Buckle up, history buffs, because we're about to find out. The Japanese monarchy, known as the Chrysanthemum Throne, is the oldest continuous hereditary monarchy, dating back over 1,500 years. The first emperor, Jimmu, is traditionally believed to have ascended the throne in 660 BCE. There are two main types of monarchies, absolute and constitutional. In absolute monarchies like Saudi Arabia, the monarch has almost total power. In constitutional monarchies like the UK, the monarch's powers are limited by a constitution. Did you know Louis XIV of France reigned for 72 years? That's the longest in history. Queen Elizabeth II ruled the UK for 70 years, until 2022. Monarchies can be elective too, like the Pope in Vatican City or the King of Malaysia. Today, over 40 countries have monarchies, from Japan to Monaco, each with their own unique traditions and roles. Some monarchs hold power, others are symbols of unity. Want more royal tales? Like and follow for more.
Stop everything. Did you know these mind-blowing facts? Did you know the Eiffel Tower can grow taller in the summer? And yep, it can stretch up to 15 centimeters. Thanks, thermal expansion. Wombats have cube-shaped poop. Seriously. Their intestines are like nature's Lego factory. Get this, a day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. So much for fast-paced living. Honey never spoils. Archaeologists found 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs, and it's still good. Talk about a sweet deal. Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. Who knew botany could be so bananas? Octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood. That's some superhero stuff right there. Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing than to the Great Pyramid's construction. Time flies. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all Earth's beaches. That's some serious star power. The shortest war in history lasted just 38 to 45 minutes. Quick, but not painless. And the Greenland shark? It can live up to 400 years. Talk about longevity goals. Like and follow for more mind-blowing facts. None? let's dive into some mind-blowing bear facts. Bears can run up to 30 miles per hour, faster than you might think. Their diet, it ranges from seals for polar bears to fruits and small mammals for black bears. And guess what? Many bears are tree climbers. They climb to find food, escape danger, or even hibernate. Here's a cool one. Polar bears have black skin under their white fur to absorb heat from the sun. Plus, their sense of smell is legendary, 7 times better than a bloodhound's. Ever wondered how long they can sleep? Some bears hibernate for months without eating, drinking, or even going to the bathroom. And don't forget, their size grizzlies can weigh over 1,000 pounds. Bears also communicate with growls, roars, and even claw marks on trees. And believe it or not, giant pandas, yep, they're bears too. The bear family includes 8 amazing species, each unique and fascinating. So, which bear fact blew your mind? Like and follow for more amazing nature stories.
This is why you need Fika in your life. It's Sweden's secret to happiness and connection. Fika isn't just about coffee. Sure, you'll find delicious kanelbuller, cardamom buns, and cakes, but it's also a time for bonding. Whether with friends, family, or colleagues, Fika is about pausing your day to connect and relax. And guess what? There's no strict timing. Morning, afternoon, anytime works. In Swedish workplaces, Fika breaks are a must for boosting morale and productivity. Fika can be casual or formal. Hosting guests? Expect a more elaborate spread. But everyday Fika? Simple pleasures rule. Swedes practice Fika daily, reflecting their love for balance and well-being. It's a tradition rooted in the 18th century, evolving into a nationwide celebration of life's simple joys. At its core, Fika is all about conversation and connection. So next time you need a break, think Fika and enjoy a slice of Swedish happiness. Like and follow for more cultural insights.
Are you ready to uncover the dark secrets of the world's most infamous mafias? Let's go! The Italian mafia, Cosa Nostra, started in Sicily in the 19th century as a protection racket. It's a hierarchical beast with bosses, underbosses, capos, and soldiers. Salvatore Toto Riina was one of its most notorious leaders. In Calabria, the 'Ndrangheta reigns. Known for drug trafficking and money laundering, it has a powerful global reach. The Camorra from Naples operates as a loose network of criminal groups, often depicted in popular culture. From Russia, the Bratva emerged post-Soviet Union and delves into drug and human trafficking. The Yakuza in Japan, with roots dating back to the Edo period, follows strict codes and involves in extortion and illegal gambling. Triads, ancient Chinese crime groups, extend their influence internationally, involved in drugs and extortion. Mexican drug cartels like Sinaloa bring violence and corruption, heavily impacting society. In Colombia, figures like Pablo Escobar of the Medellin cartel terrorized the 80s and 90s. Lastly, the Irish mob, with a strong presence in Boston and New York, has shaped American organized crime. Hit like and follow for more jaw-dropping insights.
What I wish I knew about viruses when I first heard of COVID-19. Let's break it down. Viruses are not considered living organisms. Why? Because they can't carry out life processes on their own. They need a host. These tiny invaders are made up of genetic material, either DNA or RNA, wrapped in a protein coat called a capsid. Some even sport an outer lipid envelope. Viruses are super small, 20 to 300 nanometers. You can't see them with a regular microscope. And they're picky. Each virus infects specific cells, guided by proteins on its surface and the host's receptors. They mutate rapidly, especially RNA viruses, making new strains a challenge for vaccine. To reproduce, they hijack a host cell, turning it into a virus factory. This can damage or destroy the cell, causing diseases like the flu, HIV, or COVID-19. But not all viruses are villains. Some are superheroes in biotechnology and medicine, like bacteriophages treating bacterial infections. Viruses are classified into families like influenza in Orthomyxoviridae and HIV in Retroviridae. Many new diseases like SARS and Ebola come from viruses crossing species barriers. Fascinating, right? Like and follow for more amazing science facts. This is gonna blow your mind. Asia is full of surprises. Asia is the largest continent, covering a staggering 44.58 million square kilometers and home to over 4.7 billion people. That's 60% of the world's population. It's incredibly diverse, boasting the world's highest peak, Mount Everest, and vast deserts like the Arabian and Gobi. The Great Wall of China stretches over 21,000 kilometers, originally built to fend off invasions. Home to the world's most populous countries, China and India, with India soon expected to surpass China. Asia birthed major religions like Hinduism, Buddhism, and Islam, shaping global cultures. With thousands of languages spoken, including over 2,000 in India alone, it's a linguistic wonderland. Economic giants like China and Japan drive the global market, alongside South Korea and India. From Bengal tigers to giant pandas, Asia's wildlife is incredibly diverse, though many species are endangered. Cultural festivals like Lunar New Year, Diwali, and Japan's cherry blossom festivals light up the continent. And don't forget the Dead Sea, the lowest point on Earth where you can float effortlessly. Like and follow for more amazing travel facts.
You need to hear this if you're a fashion lover. We're diving into the wild world of jeans. Jeans were first patented by Levi Strauss and Jacob Davis in 1873. Originally, they made these bad boys for miners during the California Gold Rush. The word jeans comes from the French phrase bleu de Gênes, meaning the blue of Genoa. Denim is the fabric, but jeans are the pants. You can rock a denim jacket, but only the pants get the jeans title. Fun fact, the original Levi's were brown, not blue. They switched to indigo to hide dirt. Ripped jeans? Thank punk culture in the 70s and 80s for that rebellious look. In the 50s, jeans were so rebellious they were banned in some schools and theatres. That tiny pocket inside your jeans? It was for pocket watches. And guess what? 2 billion pairs of jeans are sold worldwide each year. Brands are now making sustainable jeans with organic cotton and recycled materials. Like and follow for more fashion fun.
I bet you didn't know these forgotten inventions existed. Hold on tight, because this is going to be a wild ride. First up, the Dynasphere from 1932. Imagine driving a giant hamster wheel. Invented by Dr. J. Purves, it was supposed to be the future of transportation, but was too unstable to catch on. Next, the walking machine from the 1890s. George H. Edwards thought legs could replace wheels. Spoiler alert, it was too slow and impractical. In 1870, New York tried a pneumatic subway powered by air pressure. Cool idea, but it flopped due to lack of funds and politics. Then there's the 1949 radio hat. A wearable radio with an antenna built into a hat. Fun, but portable radios won that battle. Remember Benjamin Franklin's glass harmonica from 1761? It made eerie sounds with spinning glass bowls. Rumor has it, those sounds could drive you mad. And who could forget the baby cage from the 1930s? A wire cage for fresh air attached outside a window. Safety concerns shut that down quickly. How about the ice mask from 1947? It cooled your face with ice cubes inside. Not exactly comfy or user-friendly. The 1930s amphibious bicycle tried to ride on land and water, but practicality and speed issues sank that idea. Thomas Edison's spirit phone from the 1920s aimed to communicate with the dead. Spoiler, it never worked. Finally, the 1960s rocket belt, a real-life jetpack for short flights. Too expensive and fuel-hungry to take off. Mind blown? Hit like and follow for more tech tales. What if I told you people have set world records for the strangest things? You won't believe these. Let's start with Lee Redmond, who has the longest fingernails on a pair of hands at over 28 feet combined. She started growing them in 1979 and kept up the nail care routine for nearly 30 years. Next up, Elaine Davidson from Brazil holds the most piercings in a lifetime, over 4,000. She's got piercings everywhere, including her face and body. Rubber ducky, you're the one! Charlotte Lee from the US has over 9,000 rubber ducks in her collection, the largest in the world. Feeling brave? Kanchana Ketkau from Thailand lived with 5,320 scorpions for 33 days and nights. Yikes! Dalibor Jablanovic from Serbia balanced 31 spoons on his face at once. Try that at your next family dinner. Leah Shutkiva devoured a burrito in just 35.26 seconds. Talk about fast food. David Morgan from the UK owns 137 different traffic cones. Yes, traffic cones. Ram Singh Chauhan from India has a moustache measuring 14 feet long. That's over 30 years of growth. Donald Gorska has eaten over 32,000 Big Macs since 1972. Talk about a happy meal. Finally, the Hoi Jiang of Vietnam spun around 148 times in 1 minute while hanging from a power drill. Dizzy yet? Like and follow for more mind-blowing records. I'm sure you've heard the news. Cities have hidden histories waiting to be discovered. Let's explore. Beneath downtown LA, secret tunnels from Prohibition still exist, once used to smuggle alcohol. In New York, the City Hall station, closed in 1945, hides beneath Grand Central Terminal, showcasing stunning tiled architecture. Paris, it's got catacombs with over 6 million remains, solving an 18th century cemetery crisis. And Edinburgh's Mary King's Close, a preserved piece of plague-era life sealed off in the 1600s. Seattle, built on top of itself after the Great Fire of 1889, with underground streets you can tour today. Berlin has abandoned WEM2 air raid shelters hidden beneath the city. London's river fleet flows in tunnels beneath the streets. You might even hear it through grates. And Las Vegas, storm drainage tunnels hide a secret off-grid community. Toronto's forgotten streetcar tunnel lies beneath Yonge Street, closed since the 1950s. Lastly, Prague's hidden synagogue under the old Jewish cemetery symbolizes resistance during Nazi occupation. Like and follow for more hidden history. If you love music but struggle with stress, anxiety, or focus, this is for you. Let's explore how tunes can transform your mind. Listening to music can lower stress levels by reducing the hormone cortisol. Feeling down? Upbeat tunes boost dopamine and serotonin, lifting your spirits. Music therapy is even used to treat depression and PTSD. Need better sleep? Calming music like classical can improve sleep quality. Playing instruments sharpens your brain, enhancing memory and problem-solving skills. Classical or meditative music can ease depression and provide an emotional outlet. Music helps regulate emotions. Sad songs can be cathartic, energetic beats can motivate. It also fosters social connections, essential for mental health. Slow, rhythmic music reduces anxiety by calming your heart rate and blood pressure. And for those needing focus, try lo-fi beats or classical tunes. Music truly is a mind magic tool. Like and follow for more awesome insights.
If you're a space lover, you need to hear these 10 mind-blowing facts about the International Space Station. The ISS is the largest human-made structure in space, stretching the size of a football field and weighing about 420,000 kilograms. It orbits Earth at a breakneck speed of 28,000 kilometers per hour, giving astronauts 16 sunrises and sunsets every day. This marvel is a product of international teamwork involving 5 space agencies from around the world. Up there, it's a zero-gravity lab where astronauts perform groundbreaking experiments. To stay fit, they work out for 2 hours daily. The ISS recycles 93% of its water, including sweat and urine, into clean, drinkable water. It's powered by super-efficient solar panels, generating about 250 kilowatts of energy. And it faces extreme temperatures, from a scorching 121 degrees Celsius to a freezing minus 157 degrees Celsius. Humans have been living and working on the ISS non-stop since 2000, making it the longest continuous human presence in space. You can even spot it from Earth as a bright, fast-moving dot. Like and follow for more stellar facts.
Nun tobacco has been used for over 8,000 years, originally by indigenous peoples of the Americas for medicinal and ceremonial purposes. When Europeans like Christopher Columbus arrived in the 15th century, they took tobacco back to Europe, making it immensely popular. By the 17th century, tobacco was the first big cash crop for American colonies, driving their economy. Fun fact, nicotine, the addictive chemical in tobacco, is actually a natural insecticide. Today, China, India and the US are the largest tobacco producers, with China alone accounting for about 40% of global production. But it's not all good news. In the 1950s, the link between smoking and lung cancer was definitively proven, leading to the first US Surgeon General's report on smoking dangers in 1964. Now, secondhand smoke causes about 1.2 million deaths per year, according to the World Health Organization. And did you know tobacco seeds even went to space in 1982? While menthol cigarettes mask the harshness of smoke, making it easier to start, smoking rates have thankfully declined from 42% in 1965 to about 14% in 2019. In the US, hit that like button and follow for more surprising facts.
If your love for basketball is sky high, then buckle up. Here's a slam dunk of fun facts about the game we all adore. Basketball was invented in 1891 by Dr. James Naismith, who used a peach basket as the first hoop. And guess what? The first basketballs were brown and laced, similar to soccer balls. The first official game at the YMCA ended in a whopping 1-0, with the only point from a free throw. Fast forward to 1979, and the NBA introduces the three-point line, changing the game forever. In 1962, Wilt Chamberlain scored an unbelievable 100 points in a single game. Today, basketball boasts 2.4 billion fans worldwide, played in over 200 countries. The NBA Slam Dunk Contest, first held in 1984, showcases jaw-dropping dunks every year. And let's not forget women's basketball, with the WNBA founded in 1996, giving female players a professional stage. From peach baskets to the Hall of Fame, basketball's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. Like and follow for more slam dunk stories.
Suggestion none. Our story begins with a 22-year-old aspiring actress. On January 15, 1947, her body was discovered in Los Angeles, brutally severed in two and drained of blood. Dubbed the Black Dahlia by the press, her case became a media sensation, splashed across headlines. Despite numerous suspects, including criminals, actors, and an aspiring surgeon, no one has ever been definitively proven to be her killer. With over false confessions and countless theories, ranging from organized crime to crimes of passion, the mystery deepens. The investigation remains open, but it's considered a cold case. The Black Dahlia murder has left an indelible mark on pop culture, inspiring books, movies, and TV shows, while Elizabeth Short's family was left devastated. Why does this case still grip our imaginations? The answers remain as elusive as the killer. Like and follow for more mysteries that keep you on the edge of your seat.
None. The Siberian tiger leads the pack, tipping scales at 300 kilograms and stretching over 3 meters. Lions are social butterflies, living in prides of up to 30. Ever heard of a liger? It's a colossal cat weighing over 400 kilograms. Jaguars have the strongest bite, smashing skulls with ease. Leopards? They're the ninjas hiding prey in trees. Cheetahs, the speedsters, hitting 110 kilometers per h. Snow leopards leap 50 feet while cougars roam from Canada to the Andes. Tigers are loners with vast territories. And the clouded leopard? Saber-tooth vibes with those fangs. Big cats are pure awesomeness, aren't they?
Why do millions of people with diabetes owe their lives to a discovery made over a century ago? Let's dive into the fascinating history of insulin. In 1921, Canadian scientists Frederick Banting and Charles Best, along with John McLeod and James Collip, made a groundbreaking discovery: insulin. They isolated it from the pancreas of dogs, proving it could lower blood sugar levels. Before insulin, diabetes was often a fatal disease, managed only by strict diets. In 1922, the first successful insulin injection was given to 14-year-old Leonard Thompson, transforming his life and marking the start of a new era in diabetes treatment. By 1923, Banting and McLeod received the Nobel Prize, sharing their accolades with Best and Collip. Fast forward to the 1970s, synthetic insulin production through recombinant DNA technology revolutionized the field, providing a safer and consistent supply. Pharmaceutical companies like Eli Lilly and Company made insulin widely available. And get this, Banting and Best sold their insulin patent for just $1 to ensure it remained affordable. Their selfless act saved countless lives and set a standard for prioritizing public health. Stay tuned for more incredible stories.
Why aren't more people talking about the British Empire's global reach? Let's dive into some surprising facts. At its height, the British Empire covered 24% of the Earth's land area, governing about 400 million people. Ever heard the phrase, the empire on which the sun never sets? It's true. There was always some part of the empire in daylight. The empire shaped the modern world, influencing legal systems and spreading English as a global language. Its wealth, built on trade from spices to tea. The East India Company was a key player. After World War II, decolonization began. India gained independence in 1947, a major turning point. Sports like cricket and football spread through the empire and remain popular today. British explorers like James Cook and Charles Darwin made huge scientific contributions. Parliamentary democracy, legal frameworks and civil services were innovations that spread worldwide. The Royal Navy, essential in maintaining power. Cultural exchanges led to unique hybrid cultures. The British Empire's history is vast and complex, but its impact remains undeniable. Like and follow for more fascinating facts.
This is why you need to visit the Vatican. A world of history and wonder awaits. The Vatican City, covering just 110 acres, is the smallest independent state on the planet. Founded in 1929 under the Lateran Treaty, it's the spiritual heart of the Catholic Church and home to the Pope. Guarded by the colorful Swiss Guard since 1506, the Vatican's security is as historic as its walls. St. Peter's Basilica, one of the largest churches, stands over the believed tomb of St. Peter. Nearby, the Sistine Chapel dazzles with Michelangelo's frescoes and hosts the papal conclave. The Vatican museums boast masterpieces by Raphael, Da Vinci, and Caravaggio. The Apostolic Archive holds centuries of secret documents, partially open to researchers. No prisons here. Serious offenders are sent to Italy. Vatican citizens enjoy tax exemptions, with revenue coming from donations, museum fees, and souvenirs. And there you have it, a peek into the marvels of the Vatican.
What I wish I knew about the Zodiac Killer instead of just the headlines. Prepare to be shocked. The Zodiac Killer terrorized Northern California in the late 1960s, sending taunting letters and cryptograms to newspapers. Despite claiming 37 victims, police linked him to only 5. His 340 cipher was cracked in 2020, but revealed no new leads. Suspect Arthur Lee Allen was a prime focus, but DNA testing ruled him out. The Zodiac's letters demanded publication, threatening more murders if ignored. One terrifying attack at Lake Berryessa saw the killer in a black hood with a crosshair symbol. His "My name is" cipher remains unsolved. Decades of investigation by police and amateurs have yielded countless theories, but no definitive answers. The Zodiac Killer's legacy endures in films, books, and documentaries, with the FBI still receiving tips today. Like and follow for more true crime stories. What's something people don't know about luxury islands? They're not just about sun and sand. Get ready for luxury like never before. Imagine waking up in an overwater bungalow in the Maldives or Bora Bora. Crystal clear waters right at your feet. For extreme seclusion, Fiji's private islands like Laukala Island offer entire islands to guests, complete with private chefs and luxury spas. Ever wanted to rent an entire island? Sir Richard Branson's Necker Island lets you do just that. The Seychelles boast pristine white sand beaches and lush rainforests, perfect for a celebrity getaway. Over in the Bahamas, Musha Cay offers unique experiences like treasure hunts created by David Copperfield. Santorini's dramatic cliffs and infinity pools provide world-famous sunsets. In French Polynesia, private villas on stilts let you snorkel directly from your room. Maui blends rugged beauty with luxury, featuring 5-star resorts and private helicopter tours. Cayo Espanto in Belize offers eco-conscious luxury with solar-powered accommodations and organic meals. Finally, Palawan in the Philippines offers UNESCO World Heritage diving and hidden lagoons. Ready to book your next extravagant escape? Like and follow for more travel inspiration. You need to hear this if you're a flag fan. Here are some flag facts that'll blow your mind. The Danish flag, or the Dannebrog, is the world's oldest continuously used national flag. It's been flying high since 1219. Nepal's flag is unique. It's the only one that's not rectangular or square. It's made of two stacked triangles representing the Himalayas and the two major religions, Hinduism and Buddhism. Colors on flags often have symbolic meanings. Red stands for courage, blue for freedom, green for nature, and yellow for wealth. The Mexican flag features an eagle holding a snake, perched on a cactus. This imagery comes from an ancient Aztec legend. Historically, flags were used for communication at sea. Even today, signal flags are vital for maritime messages. Only 5 countries have their flags on the moon: the US, Soviet Union, Japan, India, and China. Switzerland and the Vatican are the only countries with square national flags. The rainbow flag, designed by Gilbert Baker in 1978, is a symbol of the LGBTQ+ community. The original flag had 8 colors, each with its own meaning. Flags tell powerful stories about a nation's history, culture, and values. Like, follow and share for more amazing facts.
Am I the only one who didn't know about the eerie case of JonBenét Ramsey? One of the most chilling unsolved mysteries is the murder of JonBenét Ramsey. On December 26, 1996, the 6-year-old beauty queen was found lifeless in her family's Boulder, Colorado home. Her mother, Patsy, discovered a ransom note demanding $118,000. Hours later, her father, John, found JonBenét's body in the basement. She had been strangled and suffered a blow to the head. The case became a media sensation, with the Ramsey family under intense scrutiny. Was it the bizarre ransom note written on paper from inside the home? Or the delay in calling the police? Some suspected the family, others an intruder. Confusing clues and a compromised crime scene left investigators stumped. Despite DNA evidence clearing the Ramseys in 2008, the identity of the killer remains a mystery. Theories still emerge, but JonBenét's murder is one of the most infamous unsolved cases in US history. Like and follow for more spine-chilling mysteries.
You need to watch this if you love animals. Ever wondered what it's like to be the tallest creature on Earth? Let's dive into some mind-blowing giraffe facts. Giraffes are the tallest land animals, with adult males reaching up to 18 feet tall. Their legs alone average around 6 feet. Despite their long necks, they have the same number of neck vertebrae as humans, just 7. But each vertebra is much larger, making their necks super flexible. A giraffe's heart is a powerhouse, weighing about 25 pounds and pumping blood all the way to their brain with twice the pressure of a human heart. And those long, dark blue tongues, they can reach 20 inches and are sunburn-proof. Giraffes might seem silent, but they actually grunt, hiss, and moan. They even communicate at frequencies too low for us to hear. Plus, their unique spot patterns work like fingerprints and help with camouflage. These giants only sleep about 4 to 6 hours a day, often standing up. And despite their height, they can run up to 35 miles per hour in short bursts. Living in loose groups called towers, they form bonds and come and go as they please. And if threatened, they can deliver powerful kicks that can take down even lions. Giraffes are truly amazing creatures, not just for their height, but for their unique biology and behaviors. Don't forget to like and follow for more incredible animal facts.
I'm sure you've heard the news. Investing is the key to growing your wealth, but where do you start? 1. Diversify your portfolio. Spread your investments across stocks, bonds, real estate, and more to protect against market ups and downs. 2. Think long-term. The longer you hold an investment, the more time it has to recover from market dips. 1. Start early for compound interest magic. The earlier you invest, the more your money can grow over time. 1. Understand risk versus reward. Higher returns usually mean higher risk. Know your comfort zone. 5. Consider real estate. It can offer passive income and property value growth. 1. Look into index funds and ETFs. They provide low fees and broad market exposure. 7. Make regular contributions. Consistent investing can help you ride out market volatility. 8. Stay informed. Keep up with market trends and economic news for better decision-making. 1. Have an emergency fund. It keeps you from selling investments at a loss in a pinch. 1. Focus on the long term. Ignore short-term market noise and stick to your goals. Careful planning, research, and patience are your best friends in the world of investing. Like and follow for more tips.
If you're an investor, gold is something you can't ignore. Let's explore why this metal has been treasured for millennia. For thousands of years, gold has been prized as a safe haven asset. Its value remains stable, even during inflation and currency fluctuations. The chemical symbol for gold is Au from aurum, meaning shining dawn. Gold doesn't tarnish or corrode, making it perfect for jewelry. Did you know it's 19.3 times denser than water, and that an ounce of gold can be stretched over 50 miles or hammered to cover 100 square feet? Only 197,576 metric tons have ever been mined, fitting in a cube just 21 meters on each side. Beyond beauty and investment, gold shines in electronics, dentistry, and aerospace. Its price dances to the tunes of supply, demand, geopolitical stability, and more. Gold's royal connection spans civilizations, often being used in currency and decoration. Found in nature, mixed with other minerals, gold mining includes panning and sluicing. Gold's unique properties make it a timeless asset. Like and follow for more insights.
Hey jewelry lovers, did you know silver is way cooler than you think? Stick around to find out why. Silver, known by the symbol AG from the Latin argentum, has dazzled us for centuries. Not just a pretty face, silver boasts the highest electrical conductivity of all metals, perfect for wiring and solar panels. It's also a thermal superstar, great in cookware and heat exchangers. But here's the kicker. Unlike gold, silver tarnishes when exposed to air and moisture. A quick polish though, and it's good as new. Silver isn't just for jewelry and coins. Its antibacterial properties make it a medical marvel too. With around 1.5 million metric tons ever mined, it's rarer than you think. Major producers include Mexico, Peru, and China. And let's not forget, silver's been money for millennia, from ancient Rome to modern bullion coins. So next time you see something silver, remember, it's more than just a shiny metal. Like and follow for more cool facts.
If you think golf is just hitting a ball into a hole, think again. There's so much more to it. Golf began in 15th century Scotland with the oldest course at St Andrews, known as the home of golf. The word golf comes from the Dutch kolf, meaning club. Standard courses have 18 holes, but 9-hole courses exist too. The goal? Hit the ball into holes with the fewest strokes using clubs like drivers, irons and putters. The Masters tournament at Augusta is a major highlight, famous for its green jacket. Golfers like Jack Nicklaus thrived even after 40. The average male pro drives 300 yards, while female pros hit around 250 yards. The USGA and the Royal and Ancient Golf Club of St Andrews govern the sport. And remember, golf is unique. Play at your own pace and enjoy the scenery. Like and follow for more golf insights. Ever dreamed of a place where over 800 languages are spoken? Let's dive into Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea is a linguistic hotspot with over 800 distinct languages. Each one is a gateway to unique cultural practices. Picture a land bursting with vibrant festivals like the famous Sing Sing, where tribes showcase their traditions through music and dance. From lush rainforests and highland plateaus to the bustling coral triangle, it's a paradise for nature lovers. And let's not forget the iconic bird of paradise with its dazzling courtship displays. Agriculture, forestry and mining drive the economy, yet many communities still thrive on subsistence farming. Colonized by Germany, Britain and Australia, Papua New Guinea gained independence in 1975. Today it's a tapestry of rich traditions, art and biodiversity. Ready for an adventure? Like and follow for more amazing travel insights.
If your grandparents are traditionalists and your kids are Gen Alpha, welcome to the Generation Time Warp. The Silent Generation, born from 1928 to 1945, experienced the Great Depression and World War II. They're known for their strong work ethic and commitment to family values. Next up, Baby Boomers, born between 1946 and 1964. They lived through the Civil Rights Movement and the rise of television, and are known for their optimism and career focus. Generation X, from 1965 to 1980, is sometimes called the latchkey generation. They grew up with economic uncertainty, rising divorce rates, and the dawn of personal computers. Then come the Millennials, born 1981 to 1996. The first generation to grow up with the internet, they value diversity, social justice, and work-life balance. Generation Z, from 1997 to 2012, are digital natives. Known for their tech fluency and social activism, they're shaping the future. Finally, Generation Alpha, born from 2013 onwards, is growing up in a world full of AI and virtual reality. Their lives will be defined by rapid technological change. Understanding these generations helps us communicate and collaborate better. Like and follow for more insights.
Are you ready to scale new heights? Here are 10 mind-blowing facts about mountains you absolutely need to know. Mountains are formed through powerful geological processes like tectonic uplift and volcanic activity. The tallest mountain on Earth? That's Mount Everest, towering at 29,032 feet in the Himalayas. The Andes, the longest mountain range, stretches an incredible 4,300 miles along South America's coast. Mountains can even shape the weather, creating rain shadows where one side is lush and the other dry. They're biodiversity hotspots, teeming with unique flora and fauna. The Rocky Mountains span 3,000 miles across North America, known for their rugged beauty. The Himalayas boast not just Everest, but other giants like K2 and Kangchenjunga. Culturally, mountains are often sacred and feature in many myths and legends. Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, Africa's highest peak, is a dormant volcano with diverse ecosystems. And the Alps in Europe, a tourist magnet for skiing, hiking and more. Mountains majestic, mysterious and absolutely mesmerizing. Like and follow for more amazing travel insights.
Why did British intelligence use a dead man to deceive the Nazis? Let's dive into the unbelievable story of Operation Mincemeat. In 1943, the Allies needed a way to mislead the Nazis about their next move. Enter Operation Mincemeat. They took the body of Glyndwr Michael, a homeless man who died from eating rat poison, dressed it as a Royal Marine officer, and equipped it with fake documents indicating an invasion of Greece. This officer was dropped off the coast of Spain, where Spanish fishermen found him and alerted the authorities to him. The fake documents made their way to German intelligence, who swallowed the bait. Convinced the Allies were targeting Greece, the Nazis diverted their troops, leaving Sicily vulnerable. The real invasion of Sicily in July 1943 was a success thanks to this ingenious ruse. Operation Mincemeat remains one of the greatest military deceptions in history, showing just how powerful a well-crafted lie can be. Like and follow for more mind-blowing .u2 stories. I will show you the hidden wonders of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Get ready to be amazed. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built around 2580 BCE, stands tall at 481 feet. It's the last of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Imagine this. It once shone brightly with polished Tura limestone. These pyramids weren't just tombs. They reflected the ancient Egyptians' belief in the afterlife. The pyramid shape symbolized the sun's rays, guiding pharaohs' souls to the heavens. Contrary to popular belief, these marvels weren't built by slaves. Thousands of skilled workers toiled in shifts, receiving food, shelter and medical care. And how are they built? Historians debate, but ramps likely helped move the massive stones. Also, did you know the Great Pyramid is perfectly aligned to the cardinal points? Lastly, the Sphinx stands guard, adding to the wonder of this ancient site. The pyramids of Giza continue to fascinate and inspire awe around the world.
Think you know soccer? These facts will make you a true fan. Soccer, or as the rest of the world calls it, football, reigns supreme with over 4 billion fans globally. FIFA, the sport's governing body, organizes major tournaments like the prestigious FIFA World Cup. Speaking of which, did you know the first official soccer match was played in England in 1863? That game led to the laws of the game we see today. The World Cup started in 1930 in Uruguay, and Brazil holds the crown with 5 titles. A standard match has 2 45-minute halves, but if it's a tie and knockout stages, brace yourself for extra time and a nerve-wracking penalty shootout. Ever heard of a red card 2 seconds into a match? Lee Todd got one in 2000 for saying, "F me, that was loud." And the highest scoring game, well, Australia crushed American Samoa 31-0 in 2002. From its massive fields to the tricky offside rules, soccer is packed with excitement. Want more mind-blowing facts? Like and follow for more.
This is why you need to know the timeline when building your dream home. Building your dream home typically takes 7 to 12 months. So, what's involved? First, the pre-construction phase. Planning and getting permits can take 1 to 2 months. No digging yet, just lots of paperwork. Next, laying the foundation. This stage usually takes about 1 to 3 weeks. Watch out for weather delays. Then framing the house. Constructing the walls, floors and roof usually takes 1 to 2 months. Your home is starting to look real. Installing key systems like electrical, plumbing and HVAC takes about 2 to 4 weeks. These are the guts of your home. Interior finishes like drywall, flooring and painting add another 1 to 3 months. Now it's feeling personal. Exterior finishes like siding, roofing and windows take about 1 to 2 months. Hello, curb appeal. Finally, inspections and your walkthrough take 1 to 2 weeks. Everything must be perfect before you move in, but beware, unexpected delays can stretch the timeline. Plan well to keep everything on track. Like and follow for more home buying tips.
I don't think people understand how fascinating Vikings really were. Let's dive in. Vikings weren't just warriors, they were skilled farmers, traders and explorers. They even reached the Middle East. Their longships, technological marvels, hitting speeds up to 15 knots. And guess what? They beat Columbus to North America by 500 years. Established Vinland in Canada. No horned helmets here, just iron or leather. Viking women had rights, property, divorce, dowries, and cleanliness, weekly baths. Viking meant going on an expedition. Valhalla awaits brave warriors chosen by Odin. Strict laws, runes, skiing, epic sagas, Vikings were more than meets the eye. Like and follow for more surprising history.
What I wish I knew about the moon when I was still dreaming of becoming an astronaut. The moon is Earth's only natural satellite and it's got some wild facts. Imagine weighing just 10 kilograms if you're 60 kilograms on Earth. Hello, moon diet! Ever noticed how the moon glows at night? That's sunlight reflecting off its surface. And get this, the moon is drifting away from us at 3.8 centimeters a year. Slow but steady. Temperatures on the moon? Insane! It can go from 127 degrees Celsius during the day to minus 173 degrees Celsius at night. Talk about mood swings. The moon's seas or maria aren't water, but ancient volcanic plains. And that dusty surface, it's called regolith, and it's sharper than it looks. We always see the same side of the moon because of tidal locking. The far side stays hidden. Mysterious, right? And the largest crater, South Pole, Aitken Basin. 2,500 kilometers wide and 13 kilometers deep. That's one giant hole in the ground. The moon's gravitational pull affects our tides, but without an atmosphere, there's no wind or weather up there. Footprints from Apollo missions could last millions of years. Like and follow for more out-of-this-world facts.
You need to watch this if you've ever wondered what it's really like to be a cowboy. The The term cowboy took root in the 1600s, referring to young men tending cattle, influenced by the Spanish caballero, meaning horseman. Cowboys were the backbone of the cattle industry, driving herds to market in the late 1800s. Their iconic hats with wide brims and high crowns shielded them from the sun and rain. Inspired by the Mexican vaquero, cowboys mastered herding, riding, and roping. They rode horses like the American quarter horse, and their boots, pointed toes, and high shafts were both practical and stylish. Rodeo events born from ranch tasks showcased their skills. And yes, the Chisholm and Goodnight Loving trails were legendary routes. Cowboy culture isn't just a man's world. Cowgirls were just as essential. From literature to music, the cowboy legacy shapes American culture, right down to our BBQ. So saddle up and hit like and follow for more Wild West wonders.